If you're scared about this thing taking over completely, you might be a little bit premature in your fear. Hello, everyone. This is Dwight Woods, Jeet Kune Rebel, and welcome to the I Love Jeet Kune broadcast number 263. This is the one about, it actually had two names. I ended up using the AI Blindspot, what AI cannot tell you about Bruce Lee and Jeet Kune. As you're logging in, if you'd be kind enough to say where you're logging in from, hit the like button and feel free to continue doing so throughout the broadcast. If you're catching the simulcast over on the YouTube, please be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell as well. If you enjoy my work and you'd like to support the program, please visit jkdrebel.com, click on the Rebel Gear link, and that's where you'll see stuff like this. The Unified Martial Art Academy Kali JKD Classic t-shirt. Also, I think this one, this one might not be available in anything else. It might just be like garments and stuff, but I'm working on that, right? But of course, the best thing you can do is to share this video and spread the word about the I Love Jeet Kune broadcasts. Okay, so people are really funny, you know. Some of the funniest people out there are JKD people. So I ran a recent artificial intelligence experiment. And I asked AI to, no, it was, let me make sure I get this right. It was an AI experiment that involved the fight in Way of the Dragon between Chuck Norris and Bruce Lee. My idea was to see if AI could give me an accurate and in-depth analysis of the fight scene. So, not surprisingly, what it wrote was very well written, but only up to a point. The language that it used, it all made sense when you read it. For example, it said things like, in the movie, Bruce Lee used a combination of martial arts skills and quickness to defeat Chuck Norris. That's true. He used his superior speed and agility to stay one step ahead of Norris. That's pretty true. While also using his superior martial arts skills to land powerful strikes and kicks against Norris. That's also true. He was also able to anticipate Norris's moves and use his own techniques to counter them. Again, that's true. So it all sounds pretty good, but I told you only up to a point. Because then it goes on to say, right, in addition, he used the environment to his advantage, such as using the ring ropes to counter Norris's, and that's where I stopped reading. Right? Because that's when I realized what was going on. It's generic as hell. Okay? Can't do much more than that. So I stopped reading right after the part about the ring ropes. But that's not the real issue here. Because what was so that wasn't surprising. What was surprising was the reaction from people who read the post, because it seemed, well, actually, I probably shouldn't even say that they read the post, because it seems like very few people did actually read what was written. And instead, they went straight to the answering of the question about what tactics did Bruce Lee use to defeat Chuck Norris in Way of the Dragon. They went straight to that. Only about 2 or 3 of about 20 people actually referred back to the AI answer, but everybody else jumped on the Chuck versus Bruce bandwagon, talking about who would win in real life, talking about, you realize it was just it was a choreographed fight, right? And the script was written for Bruce Lee to win, talking about how analyzing Bruce Lee fight scenes is fanboy stuff, which means then whoever said that has never seen the scholarly treatise done by Rob Ager on the dojo fight scene for Fist of Fury. It's not fanboy at all. It's brilliant. I wish I could do stuff like that. So anyhow, so yeah, that was very disappointing. But maybe it's just me. Maybe I am out of touch with what really matters to people in Jeet Kune Do. So since I was getting no joy from the humans, I figured I would turn to AI itself, because I figured, well, it would give me a more in tune answer to the question of, well, it would give me a more in tune answer as to its own capabilities, because I wasn't getting any help from the man, the living, creating individual, who's always more important than any established system, even like artificial intelligence, right? So here's what it said. I wrote this down, so I got to read it for you. So the first thing it said, AI is not capable of having emotional reactions to questions, which is essential for providing an accurate and insightful answer to questions about Bruce Lee and Jeet Kune Do. AI is not capable of understanding the emotional and cultural impact Bruce Lee and Jeet Kune Do had on martial arts, and therefore cannot offer any personal or subjective insights into the topic. Now, that was really interesting. That was quite telling, because AI seems to think that because humans can have emotional reactions, it thinks that humans are more capable of providing accurate and insightful answers. Well, I beg to differ, because it seems as if a lot of people, because of that emotionality, are incapable of doing, they're capable of doing the exact opposite, inaccurate and not very insightful answers. So I beg to differ. So continuing on. Additionally, AI does not have the intuitive understanding of Bruce Lee and Jeet Kune Do that comes from having lived in the same time and place as the martial arts master. That's interesting. AI does not have the contextual understanding that comes from being immersed in the culture and people who surrounded Bruce Lee and Jeet Kune Do, and therefore cannot provide an accurate and comprehensive answer to questions about the martial art. Now, if you dig that, you see what it's doing there is, again, generic, but this one is a little bit more accurate, but it's still generic. AI may be able to provide a basic answer to questions about Bruce Lee, but it is not able to truly understand the nuances of his teachings. That's interesting, because I could take the phrase artificial intelligence, remove that, and put in the names of some people who may be able to provide a basic answer to questions about Bruce Lee, but are not able to truly understand the nuances of his teachings. You got to stop it, Dwight. All right. Okay. I'm almost done. AI also cannot understand the deep underlying meanings of Jeet Kune Do. Yeah, and some humans can't either. I got to tell you, right? AI may be able to provide some basic information, but is unable to provide an in-depth analysis. Okay, so see what it's doing. It's just repeating itself. It's moving words around and using different phrases and what have you. But it's really just word salading, right? Which is very common in America today, if you know what I mean. AI has no access to the wealth of deep knowledge, anecdotes, and interpretations of Bruce Lee and Jeet Kune Do and whatever, right? Okay, so it really is interesting to deal with it. One of the things that I noticed is that the better you are at formulating your question, the better answer you can get. And then you can keep asking it to dig a little bit deeper, but it can't really dig deeper. It can, like I just said, move words around and give you new sentences, give you new phrases, but It's really just using like synonyms or something, all right? Anyhow, this is the final thing it said. In conclusion, while AI has the potential to provide extraordinary insights into the world of Bruce Lee and Jeet Kune Do, its current capabilities are limited. Until then, practitioners of the art will have to rely on the expertise of experienced practitioners and Bruce Lee's writings and films. So all in all, I would say it was an interesting experiment. I do want to mention my good friend and colleague James Bishop. He posted about he went in a different direction, and he had there's another AI thing where you can have a conversation with someone, and so James did that. You can find his post on the I Love Jeet Kune Do page, right? But I want to know what you guys think about this. I mean, was I getting on my high horse, deriding people for not reading the thing and just jumping on the? I mean, the Chuck Norris versus Bruce Lee fight, who would win? Come on, that's what, 50 years old. Is that really where you go to when somebody puts up a post? I'm sorry, I was not impressed, right? Anyhow, so let me know what you think in the comments below. That's all I got to say about this video. If you like what you heard, comment, rate, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Follow me on Twitter at Dwight Woods and on Instagram at Dwight D. Woods. At paypal.me/unifiedma, the Jeet Kune Do Journey Volume 1, raw but edited version is available. paypal.me/unifiedma Miami. Coming up on Friday at what time? Yeah, I think we're on the same. I think we're on the same time. So Friday at 6 p.m. Jeet Kune Do Dialogues episode 254, I think it is, with Forrest Cowdill of Austin Impact Jeet Kune Do. That should be at 6 o'clock. We're on. I think he's like an hour ahead of me or something, but I think we're set for that. And what else? Today's a purple day, right? This is one of the old standards, right? So that's it for today. See some of you on Friday at 6 o'clock, me and Forrest talking. If not, see you next week for another issue of the I Love Jeet Kune Do broadcast. Until then, this is Dwight Woods, the Jeet Kune Do Rebels, signing off. You guys have a great evening. Stay safe. Talk soon.